sheltered from the roar of the city, lives a singular group of people, the Tofinu, who have taken up residence in the lakeside village of Ganvier. "50,000 Tofinu live on the water's edge in Ganvier. They have their own language. Fishing is their only resource, and pirogues their only mode of transport. Baba Fudji, 65 years old, is a fisherman too.
How are you kids? Working hard?
Yes, thanks.
I've finished for the day.
Welcome.
He divides his time between his two homes on stilts, each housing one of his two wives and their respective children. The wives meet regularly to discuss important family business.
Baba Fudji is going to bring in the fish tomorrow.
Yes, he told me.
Will you come and sell it with me?
All right. At the market, we could enlist the help of other women. If it's a good catch, we could sell it over 2 days. If we sell it all in one go, we'll make a loss. Yes, why not? So we agree then.
Look closely, Hubert. Check the net for holes. I'm getting old. My sight isn't what it used to be. Here. There's a hole there. Watch how I fix it. You thread this through here, and then you do it again. You see?
Baba Fudji has 6 children, but it is Hubert, aged 12, whom he has chosen to be his partner and successor in the art of traditional fishing.
Any father who brings a child into the world wants that child to surpass him. I want him to learn well and to continue the tradition. I must pass on all that I know so that he can enhance the family's reputation. Early Tofinu people settled here because they were pursued by the acadja people for slavery. They found refuge in the middle of the lake, thanks to the deities that protected them. This is where they found peace, so they called this place Ganvier, which means I was rescued here.
Ganvier, which rescued the Tofinu people from the slave hunters in the 18th century, remains the sole refuge of a people with a very special language and way of life that has withstood the standardization of the modern world.
Hubert, wake up. Time to get up. Come on.
It's 5 in the morning. The floating market at Ganvier is in full swing. The fishermen come here for supplies before their working day on the lake.
Sell me some of that. I want 100 francs worth of moyo. Also 100 francs worth of acadja. Wait, and I'll pay you.
More than fishermen, the Tofinu people are sea farmers. All around Ganvier, they keep fish farms, which are like sea paddocks. When they planted palm leaves in their saltwater lake, they invented these acadjas, or artificial mangrove swamps, which have provided them with a means of subsistence for 3 centuries.
This is the net that needs changing. It's gone slack in the water. Look how dirty it is. Let's stop here. If we don't repair the net, we'll be in trouble. We might lose all the fish.
After several months of waiting, Baba Fudji's acadja is ready to be harvested. Tomorrow, with the help of Hubert, who will accompany him for the first time, he plans to raise his first net. It's an important day in the year of a Tofinu fisherman.
I'm going to tell you a story. As you know, the acadjas come from our ancestors. In their day, they didn't practice fish farming the way we do now. They fished with rods in front of their houses, and that was it. But one of them came up with the idea of planting branches in the mud to attract the fish. That's how this type of fishing started. It's like a home for the fish, because they can get food here which fattens them up. They dig holes and lay eggs here, and the fish grow up in the enclosure. When the time comes, we close the nets and lift out the fish. You'll see tomorrow.
It's a good system.
When they're not working on their acadjas, the Tofinu people fall back on subsistence fishing. It's a technique called casting.
Oh dear, I didn't cast that very well. That's no way to pass on the skill. And there's nothing in it. I'll show you how it's done. You put your hand here like this. Look at my hand. Do you see? Do you see that? That's how you cast it. If you've prepared your net properly, it should be easy to cast. Look, if you gather it up wrong, the fish will escape. This is like school. You should get a diploma for casting nets. Go on, Hubert, you take your net. Show me how you cast it. You see? You didn't prepare your net properly. Careful. I'm not sharing my fish with you. If you don't catch anything tonight, you'll have nothing to eat. Go on, try casting it here now. It takes a long time to learn how to cast a net. It's like learning the alphabet. You start with A and you go up to Z. You don't become a net caster overnight. It takes a lot of skill and patience.
It is 10 o'clock, and Baba Fudji and Hubert are hurrying to get to church. It's Easter weekend, and there's an atmosphere of jubilation in Ganvier day and night. Alongside the voodoo temples, Christians and Muslims have settled in this lakeside village. They all coexist in harmony. Weaving strong ties at the heart of this community, it is spirituality that keeps the Tofinu traditions alive.
Why weren't you in church? You were outside, running around, instead of staying inside with me. Did you see how we danced? We clapped our hands. Did you see? You should have stayed in church with everyone else and clapped your hands.
We youngsters feel free in Ganvier. On my days off, I go fishing with friends. We earn a bit of cash. I love living on the water. And my dad is a good teacher. He's trying to give me a good education. He's a really good dad. But I'm not planning on making a living from being a fisherman. I'd rather get an apprenticeship in town and train to do something else. I don't want to be a fisherman all my life.
The big day has come. The men have already tightened the nets around the part of the enclosure that they plan to harvest today. First, they must uproot the branches, which have served as a habitat for the fish for the past few months. This is to stop them from getting caught in the net.
Check the branches thoroughly. We'll keep the oysters. We'll rinse them and put them to one side. We can sell those at the same time as the fish. You've been fishing with us since you were born. Your father says you don't want to make a living out of it.
I'd rather do something else. I thought I might be a hairdresser.
You know, Hubert, the new rope is woven from the end of the old rope. That's our tradition. We've inherited it from our parents. If you don't pass it on, what are your children going to do?
If I ever have any children, I'll let some of them be fishermen, but I'll send the others to school. That's what I would have liked for myself. Being a fisherman isn't for me.
We close the net and push it down into the mud so the fish can't escape. We close it gently until we can lift it out of the water. It's not easy because the water's cold and the oysters cut our hands and feet to shreds. Not everyone can do this work. It's very challenging.
After labouring for several hours, Baba Fudji and his men managed to gather the fish together at one end of the farm. It is the long-awaited moment of the fish harvest, the fruit of several months' work. Adukon, one of Baba Fudji's wives, is in charge of picking up the fish and taking them to the market to sell.
God has given us these fish, so we can only rejoice. And this is only the beginning. We plan to harvest all the fish, little by little, and we still have a month of fish farming ahead of us. Today's catch has been very good. It's a good omen. I'm really happy.
Thanks to these acadjas, the Tofinu people in Ganvier have found a way to preserve their identity for some time to come. Their future now depends on a generation which dreams of a life elsewhere and an easier way of life.